Good day. I have yarn in my stash, as most crafters do. I have yarn in my stash that I am not particularly attached to, but that I do want to make into something instead of passing it along to the next person. That's this yarn, and this yarn. What I also have is a lot of reading to do. So I decided that I'll be turning all that yarn into hexagon cardigans, because I can read for the majority of the time that it takes to make those. I've started this one up already, and I've got my book. So I'm just gonna have this like on a little stand for me. And I'm gonna be reading and making hexagon cardigans, and I'll probably either give these away or put them on the site for really cheap. I don't know. We'll see. It's just so my hands are busy. Hi, it's later now. I'm a solid 5% further in my book, which, nice, good. Watch some Adventure Time with, not Adventure Time this time, Gravity Falls. I was watching Gravity Falls with my friend, and we have this. Okay, that was fast. So I have 4 of these cakes, right? And this is like one and then starting the next one. So the other side I'm doing in reverse, because otherwise the bottom is going to be like weird. Actually, no. No, I don't need to do that. I can have the sleeves go like that. And then the bottom start with the lighter gray. Yeah, that's fine actually. I'm doing that. Wait, am I? Yes. Yes. I need to decide this now because I'm starting the actually I don't need to decide this now because I don't have to start the next one right now. I have another project to make. This one. I'll think on it. Or I can just start another side for the hexagon cardigan, but in this one. This is going to be a granny stitch shawl, so like a triangle, because I don't have enough for a cardigan. This is going to be another cardigan. I'll just do this. Starting. Hi, it's Wednesday now. Yesterday my boy Kyle was here and I did this, which is almost the full thing. Cool. It is indeed the opposite colorway of the previous thing. I have to go to my cleaning job in a bit, and then I'm going to the knitting cafe after, as every Wednesday nowadays, and I'm bringing plush yarn again because I don't want to answer the question about how many sweaters or cardigans or whatever I'm making myself. I don't want to talk about that with them. They've seen me make too much already. So I'm bringing plush yarn, and I'm going to make thick toads and pocket frogs, because I might have 1 or 2 markets if I'm selected, and the thick toads do really well, and the pocket frogs, I have a fuck ton of them, but I can always have more, you know? They're fun. They are easy and quick and fun, and the grannies are going to be impressed with how fast I make them. Also, yesterday I got my order in from Suze's More, and I forgot to show you, so I will try and remember to show you when I get back later. It's like stickers and stuff. I can show you one part already. One part is here on my phone. It's this little raccoon fella. yeah. Okay, see ya. Okay, hello, I am back home. Cleaning job was a lot because all of their kids were home, but it was fine. They're nice, they're good kids. I just get exhausted from being around like 3 kids under 10, you know? Knitting club. Fantastic. Wonderful. It was not that busy today, only 3 other people, but all of the grandmas and all the grannies from different tables had a sensible chuckle about the booty toads. They were like, oh my god, a frog, how cute. And I would be like, yeah, turn him around. And they would be like, oh, he has a butt. Very, very good. Also got approached by the lady that runs the place if I wanted to like sell plushies in their little shelves, because they sell stuff and then a certain percentage of it goes to the shop, like the club organization, whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, that sounds fine. And like, you can hitch up the prices if you want to keep the same profit margin. And I was like, I don't give a fuck, honestly. I want that place to stay open and I want them to have the money to renovate the toilets, because ooh boy, those toilets. Anyway, while I was there, we made 1, 2, 3 of these. This color with the purple speckle, and then 1 with the just the blue and the green speckle, and then 2/3, half of another one. I'm gonna keep making these for a little bit because I feel like it, and that's all the reason I need, right? I might work on the Hexicardi cardigans a bit more later on too. I'm not sure yet. No clue. You'll see. Right, I also was going to show you the stuff I ordered from Suze's More. This was the sticker that was holding my order together. A little bear fellow. Good. This is a little froggy phone charm that I'm giving to my friend. This is also from them, but I've had this for a while. This is like one of those sticker books, and I keep pulling the stickers out and putting them on stuff, but I like having these so I don't lose my stickers. I didn't buy these just came with my order because nice. Same for these little cards, they're adorable. I'm so happy that they were in there. The thank you card, this I bought. This, and I bought the long sleeve shirt. I'll probably wear that tonight when I update you again, because when it gets evening time I can wear long sleeves and the pajama shorts. But right now it's warm, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, that was, yeah. Hi, good morning. I spent the morning editing and adding to the length of the cardigans, but I won't be able to do much of that today because my wrist hurts. So I'm gonna put it down and hope it goes away before the evening. I hate it. I hate when I wake up and my wrist is like, no, actually we're not doing that today. But I guess that gives me time to update my reading journal and then also continue reading. I have not been reading a lot. And that's bad because I'm supposed to be writing my thesis. Oh. I hate that. I hate working on my thesis. I have a cool topic. I like knowing about the topic. I don't like academic writing. Anyway, I'll update you if I get something done, and otherwise I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. I'm at the point of the cardigan where I'm adding length to the bottom, right? Yeah. But my wrist hurts, like quite a bit. So I'm gonna put this away until maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. In any case, I'm not gonna be a dummy about that. I'm just gonna read or do something else today. See ya. We might have an unboxing later. I ordered yarn for an art trade, and there's also a cross stitch set in there. Hi, it's the same day. I just got dressed to go outside. yarn for Mako's sweater and my cross stitch thing. Wahoo, hi Neo. I'm now going outside. I will be doing groceries. I will be going past the craft center to drop off some little guys. Because they were like, hey, why don't you sell your little guys here? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So they're getting a little selection. They didn't tell me how many little guys they wanted, so I'm just bringing some stuff, you know, some popular stuff. I don't know. They get to see like the one there, and then the rest I'll take back. And I'm bringing my e-reader with me, and I'm gonna read in the park because it's warm, and I think that would be good for me. Sunlight. No crocheting still, because ouchie oofy. And that also means no going to the gym. Damn. Sad. Anyway, see ya. Okay, hi, hello. I have a whole stack of things that I'm currently working on. But the one that matters for this update is this. Working on expanding the bottom of this side now, and I finished this one. Wahoo! Need to pick out a color for the border and the ribbing, or no, just the border. I'm not cinching in these sleeves. But before I continue with that, I am going to update my reading journal because it's a new month. And maybe I didn't do much reading, but I still want to update it. Wahoo! I read so little last month that I just put this month on that side of the thing. Normally I make it a 2-page thing, but not worth it right now. I have to read 2 books for my thesis, and I'm doing that, but very slowly. Because I love reading, but as soon as I have to read something, I won't let myself read other things. And just the simple you have to makes me want to not do it. And I think that's most people's issue with reading, right? Like most people who say they don't like reading don't actually dislike reading the activity. They dislike being forced to. And that's super valid. Anyway, whether I like it or not, I only have 1.5 months left to finish all of that uni stuff. Which means that regardless of how that turns out, after that, I can read normally again. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna work on this for a bit now. I was listening to an audiobook, not for school, to see if that would make me feel better about reading, and then I'm better at reading for school. Last time that worked because I read a third of the book I had to read after finishing a book that I actually liked reading. The worst thing about it is that I like these books that I have to read. I just don't like that I have to read them in a specific way now, like with a specific focus, you know? Like I love annotating books too, that's not even the issue. It's just the academia of it. I don't like academia. I like reading, I like learning, I like education, don't like academia. But it'll be fine. I'm gonna work on this some more. Yesterday I showed you those plushies that I was bringing to the hobby center. I brought most of them there. I took 2 back home, and that was it. That was fine. No issue there. And my wrist feels better now. Yay. Hi, it is now Sunday. Both sides are lengthened. I just have to plop them together and then pick a color for a border. But The reason I haven't been crocheting a lot, because I haven't, I was doing art. I made a zine. You know, the thing that goes like this. And it's cute. And I sold one. Wow. I also made postcards, or like prints, whatever you want to call it. There's like the plain fruit background, 2 types, and then 3 different texts for all of them. Very excited about it. It also took my pocket sketchbook. This is the pocket sketchbook because it's flimsy and kind of shitty quality. It's really thin paper. I just shoved this like and go places. I took this to work with me yesterday, and I was sketching out ideas for more zines and postcards, and I did try to make another zine yesterday, but then I tried to print it and the colors were really bad. Hi, Mio. Like, the colors looked really good on the screen, but they didn't print right, so I'm gonna have to think about that. And also, I think I might want to like try to just do one on paper and then photocopy it. I'm not sure. I think I would like that more because I am really struggling with digital art, and traditional is my comfort zone, even though I still haven't been doing art for like consistently doing art for a long time. I have been letting that slip so much. But when I do art, it is mostly traditional. Anyway, I'm gonna assemble this, finish it, and then make sure I'm ready to go to my grandpa, because he's turning 80 today. So we're visiting him. And I'm bringing one of the zines because my mum wants it. That's a bit awkward for me though. Love that she's being supportive, but this is weirdo stuff. Yeah. Okay, finishing stuff and things and stuff and things, yes. Okay, that's in one piece. Yeah, and I think I'm using this. Put a border on it. I think that'll be fine. Gray. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's a border. On the sleeve too. I think it looks nice. It's like a color that isn't in the main variegated yarn, so it works on both halves. It's long, reaches past the end of my bud, and the sleeves are long enough. I'll consider if I want to keep it, but I'll probably put it on the site and just keep it in storage until then, or maybe try and sell it at the hobby center. It's a good size, I think. I'm gonna work in ends later because I have to get ready to go to my grandpa now, and I wanted to do a little sketch before I go, and I have just enough time for that, I think. So I'm gonna put this away and I'll finish it tonight, hopefully. I'll show you what I got for my grandpa, by the way. Okay, not gonna lie, I forgot that I already wrapped the stuff. But I have this bag that says "Let's Party" to keep all of it together. He has the biscuits that he likes. A silly card that I still need to write in, which I'm bad at. I'm very bad at writing cards or any of that stuff, really. Funny socks. Award search bookie. And a magazine about taking walks and cycling in like the countryside, because they like to take walks and go cycling. It's a good set of gifts for someone who already has everything and doesn't want anything, but you don't want to show up empty-handed because the man's turning 80. Can't just show up to someone's 80th birthday and go, "Hi, the gift is that I'm here." No. Get that man some stuff. I'm gonna write the card and then sketch. This is my new sketchbook. It was €3 at my work. Wahoo! Hello, I returned from family visit. Wahoo! I wove in the end, and now I'm gonna be brain dead. Socializing is always a lot for me, so I'm happy it's done. I did like seeing Grandpa again, though. That was nice. I would not say that man is 80 from seeing him. Good for him. Very good for him. This is finished. We finished this. I did arts. And, yeah, wahoo! I have no clue what I'm doing next time you see me, but this one's done here. Thank you for joining. I did some reading. That was the goal of this, making this. And then I got sidetracked a lot. Bye.